Hello, my name is Bernard Trottier, Member of Parliament for Etobicoke Lakeshore, and welcome to In the Hot Seat, the video companion to the Lakeshore Link, my e-newsletter that goes out to constituents and interested stakeholders. This week, I wanted to answer a few questions from constituents, and thank you for sending those questions. The first one was a question from Paul from Mimico, who's asking about temporary foreign workers, and he wants to know what's going on specifically related to the Royal Bank of Canada case. And so let me say, Paul, the Temporary Foreign Workers Program, as you know, it's been around for many, many years, and it was originally designed to fill specific skills gaps that companies had where they could not find a Canadian to do that job. And the second area was around some seasonal workers where Canadians weren't available in certain regions of the country. In the case of RBC, and there was another case in British Columbia with a mining company, it was clearly, these are cases where companies abused the system. They rigged the requirements for the temporary foreign workers so that Canadians could not get the work. And that's wrong, clearly. And the Minister of Human Resources has indicated she will be making changes to close those loopholes entirely. Now, let me just say also that we want to make sure that in our economic action plan that we're creating jobs in Canada, and we really want to make sure that Canadians have the skills required to fill those jobs. That's our #1 priority. It's fundamental to our action plan, and we look forward to seeing the gaps in the foreign worker program closed and moving ahead with our economic action plan. The second question was from Ron, also from Mimico, and wanted to know about Porter Airlines and its operations at Billy Bishop Airport and what's going on there. There's some concern about noise levels in particular. So let me just say that there's a tripartite agreement that was signed actually back in the 1980s, 1983. And it was signed between the Port Authority and Transport Canada and the City of Toronto. And there's some specific requirements around noise levels. I guess what's being proposed is something that appears to make sense in that there's no changes to the number of landing slots or to the flight paths or to the hours of operation of the airport. And the new planes that Porter is looking to buy seem to be within the noise requirements. In other words, they're jet airplanes that they're looking to get, but the noise levels are equivalent to the existing turboprop planes. So, you know, as someone who uses airlines, and I think a lot of people in Toronto do use a number of airlines, we're delighted to have certain options to getting around to different parts of Eastern North America. And in that sense, Porter has been an asset to the City of Toronto. So we want to make sure, though, that it does respect the requirements of that tripartite agreement, so that it's the waterfront continues to be the wonderful place that it is, with some of the wonderful services that we have. And also, though, we need to understand the transportation access in and out of the City of Toronto. So thank you for your questions. Keep sending them in. I'm looking forward to the next In the Hot Seat.